Yes, Guruji.
Okay, na? Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Ramananda Parabrahmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Shivananda Parabrahmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Krishna Paramatmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Nityananda Parabrahmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Vyasa Bhattarka Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Shankarabhat Padacharya Namaha. Atma Namaskars to one and all, especially to my Siddha Vidya, the kingdom, and the spectators. You are all my Guru Swarupa. Today in Chicago, that is on 16th March 2024, Saturday, in Oak Brook suburb of Chicago, I am talking in the house of Dr. Aruna Rajendra Prasad. Today, some enthusiastic seekers are there in front of me. They are putting some questions, and I will answer according to their question. Please, one of you tell your name, address, and the question. Please.
Gautam.
I'm
from Chicago.
And
the question is, in between the death and the rebirth, what happens to the soul? What's its journey? And how it determines the next life? That in-between phase is a source of curiosity.
Yes. It is your Gautam from Chicago. Another you are from?
I'm Kamannavalasa from Chicago.
Chicago.
And Aurora, suburb of Chicago.
Aurora, suburb of Chicago.
And my question is, how do we prove that there is a rebirth?
There is a rebirth. Your question?
My name is Raj Patel. I am from Itasca, suburb of Chicago. My question is, what's my purpose of existence? Why I'm here?
Why I'm here? Your question is the purpose of what is the purpose of life and how we came into existence in this world. These people have put forward so many good questions. Instead of telling answers for each and every question, I will narrate the soul of journey. If I narrate the soul of journey, you will get answers for all your questions. Is it not? See, some people believe that there is rebirth. And what is the proof for rebirth? And before knowing all these things, first of all, what is our soul? If you know the exact nature of our soul, you can understand. See, the soul is of two types, One is individual soul. Another is universal spirit, we say Paramatma. There is universal spirit or Paramatma, and there is an individual soul. How this individual soul has come into existence? After coming into existence, then we are questioning where from I have come from, what is the purpose of our living, and what is this existent nature, how it came into existence. All these questions are arising, is it not? And how we are leaving this body, and where is there any gap between the leaving of this body and the re-entry of the body into another body? Is there any gap? And is it equal to all? Or is there any difference in that? Like that, there are so many questions we are coming. Here soul is individual Atma. We say individual Atma. This has come out like a bubble from water, like a sparkle from fire, like a sparkle from fire. So this is a part and parcel of universal Paramatma. What is happening in our body, if you know, you can understand everything. See, everybody is living. Living me by means, how can you identify you are living? I am living. An ant is living. How can I identify it is living? How can I identify? There is a dead body. There is a living body. What is the difference between the living body and dead body? Breath. Yes. Breath. That is the main difference. So living means it is having some breathing. So this breathing, is it equal and uniform to each and everybody? No. Is it not? It is not equal. So there is something difference from individual to individual. Say, for example, we will take one individual, he is breathing like this. An ant is breathing like this. An elephant is breathing like this. The respiratory rate is something different than the human being. Is it not? This respiration is having two components. What is that? Upward inspiration and downward expiration. Upward inspiration, downward expiration. This upward inspiration is always less than the downward expiration. That you can understand. Upward inspiration is less and downward expiration is more. That's why we are pushing it down very easily than taking it upwards. Is it not? What do you say? So upward inspiration is less. That means in every respiratory cycle, you are losing some amount of energy in the expiration. You are losing some amount of energy in the expiration. That's why you are pushing it more. That means the positive pressure is more than the negative pressure. Negative in the sense, taking it upwards is negative pressure and pushing it downwards is positive pressure. So always positive pressure is more predominant than the negative pressure. That do you admit it or not? You are easy pushing it down very easily, but taking it very difficulty. You are taking it very difficulty. In that way, we are respiring 15 times average per minute. Average per minute. So this expiring out is not mere the air what you have taken already inside. There is something divine forces you are losing. There is some divine force you are losing. That divine force is having 4 qualities. That divine force is called prana shakti or vital energy. Prana shakti or vital energy. This vital energy has got 4 qualities. 4 quality, that is divine energy, divine knowledge, divine happiness, and divine light. Divine knowledge, divine happiness, divine energy, and divine light. That we can prove it. The dead body is having some decaying symptoms, whereas a living body has got some live, active energy which is being seen in the eyes also. before death, the glow in the eyes will be gone, you know. Do you admit? So that glow has gone in the dead body. That means the life force or prana shakti has got divine light quality. Another thing is, if you touch the living body, it will be warm. Where a dead body, it will become cool. So the prana shakti has got heat nature also. Heat nature also. And when you are living, you can talk. You are talking with knowledge. Knowledge. Without prana shakti, can you talk, think, or anything? So that prana shakti has got quality of knowledge. And with this prana shakti, you are enjoying. That body cannot enjoy. You are enjoying with the senses by means of this prana shakti only. So happiness, knowledge, and energy and divine light. So all these four qualities of this vital prana shakti that we are losing regularly through our expression. When you are losing regularly, your knowledge is also hampered. So that's why you cannot know the fact. To know the fact, you should have sufficient knowledge, energy. You are regularly losing. How you are losing, you should know. See, you are losing up to 30 centimeters. If you put your palm of the doors of the palm, you will have air from nose up to 30 centimeters. But while indrawing air, it is from 20 centimeters only. So like that, you are losing energy up to 10 centimeters per respiratory cycle. And likewise, 15 times per minute. This I have to tell in every session. This is a fundamental thing, what is happening in our human body. Is it not? So like that, 15 times per minute into 10 centimeters, 1.5 meters we are losing. 900 times per hour, 90 meters. 21,600 times per day. 2 kilometers, 160 meters of energy we are losing per day. That we are not at all minding it or observing it. But it is a fact. This is happening in every living being. Starting from ant onwards, everything is expression is more predominant than inspiration. In human beings, in an ordinary so-called healthy individual, we are losing this divine energy up to 2 kilometers, 160 meters per day. What is our age? How many days we have spent from our birth onwards? So like that, we have been going on losing our energy. Is it not? When you are losing energy, where is the question of knowing the fact? Realization. That's why you are getting so many questions. How I came into existence? What is the purpose of our life? And what is the difference between this death and the rebirth? What is the time gap? These are all questions we are getting. Is it not? See, when you take heavy diet in the previous day, when you get up, how do you feel? How do you feel? You feel lazy, drowsy, and your brain will be very dull, and you cannot understand the things properly. Is it not? Because of this heaviness in the body. The food you have taken is not properly digested. That remaining undigested part will cause you heaviness in your brain and the body. Is it not? There is a common man's experience. So your knowledge totally depends upon your cleaning of your body. If you feel light in your body, your brain will be light. Is it not? What do you say? So like that, in our daily routine life, you are taking food. Since birth onwards, starting from mother's milk onwards, till now we are taking. We are never stopping taking your food. But you are going on losing energy. You are not compensating the energy, divine energy loss through your food. This food is material food. This can compensate to some extent with the calories, physical calories. But the divine loss is never being compensated. Is it not? So like that, we are going on losing energy. The knowledge depends upon the availability of our prana shakti inside that has been regularly dissipated through our expiration. Is it not? So if you want to get knowledge or happiness or energy or divine light, you have to increase that energy. How to increase? You just churn your palms. Please, all of you, churn your palms. If you churn your palms, what will happen? What is happening? Heat is generated. This heat generated is only physical. Whereas if you go on churning your respirations inside, you will get spiritual energy. That is also heat, but that is different from this physical energy. That a spiritual heat will dissolve. There is an obstruction which is not allowing you to take it upwards more. What is that? That is phlegm. That is kapham. That is mucus. That is heavy fat, heavy water, more water. Accumulation of more water in our brain, body, fat accumulation. All these are hindering you not to take it upwards. So all these can be dissolved by what? By heating your life force, churning your life force. If you churn, you will get heat. That heat will dissolve and it will allow you to take it upwards more. Is it not? So if the upward inspiratory phase is prolonged, you will regain what all you are losing. What are you are losing? Energy, knowledge, happiness, and divine light. Because of loss of energy only, loss of knowledge only, we are getting so many questions and we are being confused. Is it not? So to realize the fact, you have to increase the energy. That is called yogagni. Our Gurudev, Swami Ramananda Paramahamsa, is a great yogi. He explained in terms of scriptures that if you churn your life force inside, it is called yogagni or mental energy. So all the differences of all these people in the every individual is due to difference in the levels of mental energy. That is the availability of prana shakti inside our body. If you go on churning, what will happen? Your brain cells will get stimulated and your all nerves will get cleaned up. That is called Nadi Suddhi. Nadi Suddhi. Topic. Nadi Suddhi. So, the soul has arisen separately from universal Paramatma is only by going downwards. If you want to merge in Paramatma, you have to go upwards. You have to go upwards. How? There is no other way. Simply by cleaning your nose, cleaning your body, and increasing your prana shakti. In order to increase this energy, indirectly, these people, we are doing so many exercises. So many exercises. Even this, what you call yoga. Yoga means doing some sorts of postural exercises, stretching, bending, and other exercises. And you are turning your body into slim, physically fit. Is it not? But you are not directly cleaning the hindrance, that is obstructing material from the nose, that is phlegm, which is like butter. If you want to remove that butter like impurity, what you have to do? You have to heat it up. How to heat it up? By dissolving, by churning. So churn your life force, heat it up and clean your nose. Then you will go to brain. Your brain has got so many trillions of blood cells, neurons. They should get stimulated. How to get stimulated? Only by churning. Is it not? So your question, the gap between the leaving of the body, death and the re-entry into the another body depends upon the available energy within this body. Suppose if you got less energy and leave this body, naturally the soul will have to enter into the lower births. Lower birth means depend upon our energy within this body. Lower birth. And higher birth means if you got some effort, if you did some effort and got some energy, with that energy, so you are supposed to leave the body, naturally you will get higher birth. That is, getting lower birth and higher birth depends upon energy. And another thing is the gap between the death. How we are losing, leaving this body? Only by expiration, not by inspiration. Is it not? Death is happening how? Happening by leaving our prana shakti regularly through the expiration. That's why you call it as expired. Expired means you have lost your energy through the last expression is called expired. Is it not? Suppose you have did some effort, you have done some effort and you got some energy. But unfortunately, due to this previous prarabdham or previous impressions, you are supposed to leave this body. But already you got some energy. You got energy. So with that energy, if you leave this body, you will immediately get into the another body. There won't be any gap between this death and the rebirth. So the gap between these two things will depend upon, again, the energy available. Energy available. Suppose a person dies due to an accident. A person dies due to an accident suddenly, and his soul is not prepared to leave this body. So it will be going on roaming around this body. Even though it is cremated or burnt, that soul won't get rebirth again immediately. So it will have to wait. It will have to wait, and it will be formed as a spirit, evil spirit, or something you call devil, demon, what you call. So all these souls, when they are not properly prepared to leave this body, definitely they will be roaming, and they don't get this rebirth, new body immediately. Even during an accident or with low energy, they don't get rebirth immediately. But that's why in Bhagavad-Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says, if you do this yogam and you are supposed to leave this body, you will be again be reborn as a yoga brashta, yoga brashto vijayate. That means you will again get the human birth only, and you will continue this. Whereas the other persons, because of less energy, they don't get human birth immediately. They will go to some other lower birth. See, any question? Yes.
So when you said this level of energy, it means lower or higher.
Yes.
is that different from karma?
Yes.
Because karma is what determines your quality of next life.
Yes, yes. Here also, in so many religious religions, they say that, especially Hinduism and other things, it all depends upon karma. What is karma?
It's a cause and effect, good deeds versus bad deeds.
Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Here is see, the soul is there. It is like a fresh tape. Tape record is there. Soul is like a fresh tape. So if you go on getting rebirths, all these impressions gained by your eyes and ears and thinking, all these three things will add to your mental impressions. All these impressions are called karma. Whatever you do, good or bad, that will have an impression in the mind or not. So karma will be carried out through your mind only. That mind is nothing but an added factor to your soul. So this karma, all we say that whatever is being done is due to karma, we say. But as a human being, you have got a very good opportunity to remove your karma. The other souls, other births, lower birth or higher birth, they don't have that opportunity to remove his karma. Yogagni dahati kshipram asesham papa panjaram. The karma is already fixed in your soul, that is being expressed in your spinal cord and brain. Is it not? So, according to your karma, your mind is acting now. And you are doing actions in this birth. But you being a human being, you have got some discrimination power. You have to utilize that. By utilizing and increase your energy, you can burn your karmas. That's why yoga is the only remedy to burn your previous karmas. So if you burn these karmas by yogagni, by churning, you will be going on removing the layers that was already impressed on your mind. If you remove all these karmas, your soul become very free. When it is free, automatically it will get merged in the Paramatma. The separation and getting rebirths are only due to karma. But that karma can be changed. How? By increasing your energy. But these people, we don't know how to increase this energy. We are simply depending upon the karma. We are not animals. We are got some discrimination power to change your karma. You have to burn your karmas only by means of yogagni. Understand? So your question, you got your question? Then okay. And the purpose of life is nothing but, see, when you simply allow your soul to go downwards by means of downward expiration, naturally you will be entering into this delusory world. How we came into existence? How? Only by this. See, during sleep, your respiratory rate is something. During wakeful state, that is something different. During dream stage, there is something. So, this wakeful state and dream state and during deep sleep, all these states of our consciousness are totally depending upon our level of respirations. During wakeful state, your respirations are a bit higher up. When you are sleeping, they are going downwards. So the consciousness depends upon the level of respirations. So if you go on increasing your level of consciousness by churning your life force and allow it to go upwards, naturally the consciousness will be increased. The increase of consciousness itself is burning of your karma. If you don't increase your energy or consciousness, the karma will be carried forward. And moreover, it will be added to this birth also. And will be going on adding in the coming future rebirths. Is it not? So you will have to burn. The purpose is, there is no purpose. If you allow it to go down, naturally you will be succumbed for so many rebirths. There is no purpose of getting into this human birth. That is due to your energy available in the previous birth. In the previous birth. And you said, how do you prove the rebirth? That is your question. Oh, okay.
In the wake-up state, body is there,
Ah,
mind is there,
ah,
and soul also.
yes.
You can say Swami.
Ah,
What is talking to you? My mind is talking to you, and my soul is talking to you.
ah,
What is talking?
okay.
How to differentiate? Who is infecting?
Yes. This is a good question. See, soul means that is the basic energy. That is the basic energy. That basic energy is common to everybody. That is basic energy, that is called Chaitanya. Chaitanya is common to your, for example, I will tell you. The electricity is there. That is uniform throughout all these wires. But it is being expressed out through a bulb, through a fan, something like that. It is being expressed. So which is being expressed? The electricity only. But that electricity is uniform throughout. Uniform throughout. There is no difference. But the soul, within that soul, there is another thing that is called mind. That mind is like a bulb. If you keep a big wattage bulb, you will get more light. Small bulb, you will get less light. But there is no difference in the levels of this electricity flowing in the wire. Wire is getting energy. That is that energy being circulated throughout uniformly. But totally it depends upon your tapping of that energy. The tapping of energy is your mind. So when you are questioning means you are questioning with this mind only. When I am answering means I am answering with the mind only. But the thing is, there is a difference between the levels of mental energy between you and me. Is it not? Okay. And how can you, still your question is there. What is the proof for rebirth? Yes. The proof for rebirth. See, in a single family, there are some number of people, children are there, kids are there. Kids are there. You have given birth to them. There is no partiality in yourself. But they are being grown up in different ways. Why? Why? They are taking the same food you are serving. They are taking the sexual air uniformly. They are getting sunlight, water, food, everything uniform. But they are being grown up in different way. Why? Because of the previous birth incarnation, previous birth's mental impression. They are being opened up now. But they are not trying to burn them. When they are not trying to burn them, they will behave differently. They will behave differently. Unless a guru interferes and to burn their impressions, they will be going on behaving separately. Is it not? So there must be a rebirth. And another thing is, in the nature of life is, you know pretty well that you are leaving this body at the time of death. Leaving means there must be some destination. When you are moving means, there must be a starting point and there will be end point. Is it not? So you have left this body. That means you will reach somewhere. You will reach somewhere. Reach somewhere means this is being continued in that. That is the proof. You have to discriminate like that. Same children, of the same family, of the same parents, they are not at all uniform. They are not behaving uniformly. They are behaving separately. Why? Because of their previous mental impressions. That is called vasanas. Vasanas. That is called vasana. Otherwise, you can say karma. So, karma. So, everybody is substantially agreeing that there is karma. Karma means there is rebirth. When you are doing karma means there is rebirth. But how to remove those impressions, these vasanas, we don't know. Only by means of churning of your life. That is the only remedy. Understand? What is your question?
Purpose. My existence.
Existence. How we came into existence? Purpose of life. The purpose of life is, see, everybody is enjoying three states. One is wakeful state. That is our consciousness, present consciousness. And another is during sleep, you are going to dreams, dreamful state. And lastly, you will go to deep sleep state. Can you question how we came into existence? What is the purpose of life during your deep sleep? You cannot question. You cannot. At that time, are you dying or alive? See, without living, how can you get up? During deep sleep, we don't know. We don't know. But again, you are getting the wakeful state and you are thinking about that. So that means your life is being continued during deep sleep also. You are alive during deep sleep. Do you admit or not? Yes. So during deep sleep, you don't question. When you come into wakeful state only, you are questioning. So the purpose of life is questioning in the wakeful state only. You are not questioning in dream state or in deep sleep state. So is it due to questioning or coming into wakeful state? Wakeful state. For example, I said the same question. Now we are asking: if an elevated person, knowledgeable person, a rishi or jnani, he doesn't have any question because he has already realized by doing this increasing of mental energy. Just like if you go to a picture, you and your kid are seeing the picture. He goes on questioning you. To the possible extent, you will give answer to him. But afterwards, you cannot understand. You grow only, then only you can understand. How? Because you are matured person, he is immature person. So like that, due to immaturity only we are questioning. Is it not? So the answer for the question will be only by maturation, by increasing knowledge, energy. Is it not? So during wakeful state, this is only one of the states of our consciousness. In this only you are questioning. If you combine these three states by means of some effort, this wakeful, dreamful, and deep sleep, if you combine these three by going to another fourth state that is called Turiyam. If you go there, you can see all these three states and the entire world also. Then the question of purpose of life will never arise. Is it not? So if we go on questioning like that, the answer is only to increase your knowledge. Knowledge by what? stimulating your brain cells. Stimulating by what? Heating your nerves. Heating by what? By churning of this life force, pranayama. Your question is meditation.
Meditation is the one thing along with what we are talking about. The question is how do you make a spiritual connections with other human beings? Doesn't matter where that person is.
Yes.
Because my brain is constantly thinking.
Yes.
How can I translate the same thoughts to another person? Is there something like those are spiritual?
Yes. The thing is, you don't want to try to know the mind of the others. First of all, try to know your mind only. Only thing is. But going on thinking, why you are going on thinking? No sooner you get up, your mind goes on thinking. Is it not? It is common to everybody. But thinking may be different. Thinking may be some more in somebody, less in somebody.
Right. So you are right. Don't try to know another person's thought. We are talking about our thoughts, our positive energy. Okay, and our positive thoughts.
Yes.
And spiritually, you can transmit to other people.
That's true. That I will tell you. See, I already told you the energy that we are losing has to be regained. Another thing I will tell you. Why you are going on thinking? That is why my question. Everybody thinks. Why you are going? Why do you want to concentrate it? Why you want to go to meditation? All these things you arising.
Right. So what
that's why I will tell you.
Positive.
Say the thinking means thoughts. The mind is having number of thoughts. All these thoughts are due to this respirations only. All these thoughts are due to respirations only. Our mind is like a flame, and the thoughts are like the flickering of the lamp. So this mind is like a flame, and due to air currents, that is being flickered out. So flickering is due to what? Air currents. If you want to make it still, what should you do? Stop the air currents. Without stopping the air currents, we are trying to stop the flame in the air. Is it possible? Is it possible? All these people are meditating, simply trying to hold that mind. That is like a flame. But that flame is being oscillating due to what? Due to air currents. Our air currents in our bodies are nothing but respirations. So our respirations is more predominant than going upwards. So if you go on losing downward, your thoughts will be more. Your oscillations will be more. If you want to concentrate or meditate, what should you do? Take it upwards. So if your life force is going upwards, your thought will be reduced. And if you allow it to go downwards, your thoughts will be increased. So meditation is nothing but holding your breath by doing pranayama. Holding not artificially, by taking it upwards, by cleaning your nose, by doing pranayama. That is meditation. If you want to influence others, first tell the process, how you are getting concentrated. You tell the same method to others. That the learned people can influence others. Any more? Okay.
So we have a wake up state,
dream state.
And, we go to deep state.
And deep state.
There is no thinking, there is no
Nothing.
mind. Is it means that we are experiencing the soul state, God state?
No.
No?
No.
Because there is no thinking.
Yes, it is mimicking like that. There are two states, deep sleep and the Samadhi state, that is Turian state. Both are looking same, equal, Advaita state. There is no thinking. But during deep sleep, you are sleeping with seed of this worldly samsaram. What all you are experiencing with this body during wakeful state and in previous births also, all these nothing but seed of samsara, seed of this world. You are holding that seed and sleeping. Again, that is being germinated outside when you get up. But in samadhi, there is no seed of samsaram. It will never be germinated. That is like just burning the seed. If you burn the seed, what will happen? The seed look like the shape, but it won't be germinated. But this is fresh seed. You are not doing anything with this in this wakeful state. You are sleeping with that seed. That seed again will get germinated. That's why you want to burn the seed during the wakeful state by yogic heat only. There is no other method. Understand? Okay. You got the answer? Yes.
And one more question. You always say prana, apana, samadhi.
So you know those words.
Yeah. How do you combine? That is my question. You say prana always goes up and apana always comes down.
Yes.
What is the meaning of going to that?
See, actually, originally there is only one force. When it is here, when you are allowing it to go downward, that will turn into apana. The downward going force is called apana, and upward going force is prana. And if you want to combine, the downward apana is a heavier thing. It is heavy in the form of water, earth, and other things, kapham, and all this called apanam. This is heavy. That's why you are taking more downwards. If you want to combine, this heavier portion should be burnt out first. How to burn out? Prana. So if you go on doing that, this apana will be getting merged into this prana. So combining it, they are not so too separated.
Basically, it is getting heated up.
Yes.
And goes up.
Yeah, that's all.
And it's prana anyway going up. Apana also goes up.
Apana will be merged into pranam. That means you increase your prana shakti automatically due to heat. This apana will be get burnt out. You got it? Yes. Any more? What is your question?
What would be considered a higher birth? Like when I expire and leave this body, like what would be considered a higher birth than this?
That depends upon your energy now available. If you do this yogam, if you get more energy, then you will get higher birth.
What would that birth be? What would it consist of? That higher birth?
Higher birth in the sense deities, there are higher. Higher birth means deities, devatas. In our philosophy, we call it as devatas. All these gods, what all gods you are, all the religious people are praying, they are all devatas, deities. So you will go to higher birth, that's all. But going to higher birth itself is not salvation. You have to realize yourself within yourself. Realizing within yourself is the highermost of all these getting deities. That's why the only remedy is get more energy. My what? Without a friction, there is no energy. Without a friction, there is no energy. Do friction within yourself. Then you will go to higher up.
And is it sometimes possible just to stay the same each time?
What is that?
Is it sometimes possible just to stay the same? If your energy stays the same each time, you don't go to a higher or lower birth?
Yes.
You can just stay the same?
You will reach here. If you reach here, there is no question of going higher up. This is the highermost state.
Guruji, if you don't mind, can I tell him?
You,
We can correct.
yeah.
No.
Ah.
What I know is there are 6 levels of birth. The human birth that we have is the 4th among the 6. First is the evil birth. In my language, they call it Rakshasas, meaning they're absolutely evil. That is at the bottom. The second, demons, is the bottom. The next to that is animal kingdom. All animals.
These are all lower births.
Lower births. The second one. The third one is people who crave with desires, they can never satisfy their desires. They may look like us, but they're not us. You can see around and see the examples. That is the third one. The fourth is the human, normal human being.
See, not like this. You are explaining somewhere, but there are 14 levels of energy, consciousness. The navel, belly button. This is the center between 7 higher lokas and 7 lower lokas. At the level of navel, this belly button, Nabhi. This is the level of our human consciousness. This is the level of your human consciousness. If you go on increasing that, you will go to Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Mahaloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. There are 7 upper lokas. If you don't go take it upwards or don't increase the energy, naturally you will go to lower lokas. There are 7 lower lokas. That is Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala. There are 7 adholokas. All these lokas, you will go to all these, what you call, human animals, creatures, birds, and bacteria, something like that. All these are 7 lower lokas. And there are 7 upper lokas. We are at the level of navel, or this Nabhi. Bhuloko Nabhidesastu. In Shastram Uttara it says, Bhuloko Nabhidesastu. When you are in Bhuloko means our level of consciousness or pranashakti is at the level of Nabhi. If you do this, you will go to higher up. Swargam, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, so on. Bhuvarloka means that is cosmos. Swargam means that is heaven. So like that, there are so many lokas of the rishis. Ultimately, you will go to Satyalokam. There is Brahmalokam. Even beyond that Brahmalokam, there is that is Turiyam. That is correct.
So even to get a rebirth as a human being, to do nothing, miserable as we think human life is, even to get this next life is a great feat, because tendency is to do evil. To do evil, as Guruji said, you lose the energy, you fall down.
Yes. Even during this human birth, if you don't do any effort, naturally will have to go down only. If you do some effort with this human birth, there is a tendency to get again human birth, and you will continue that. That is what is told in Bhagavad-Gita. Lord Sri Krishna says, Yoga Brashto Vijayate. Yoga Brashto Vijayate. Swalpam Apyasya Dharmasya Traite Mahato Bhayat. If you do little in this human birth, you will be continued as, and you will get rebirth. There is a guarantee that you will get rebirth of human being.
Guruji, I heard that the form of tree is the worst form of life, because you are dependent on everything coming to you. You are at the mercy of things around you. You have zero control over your life. Can you explain?
What about tree? You might.
Yeah,
tree is considered helping others. Tree is considered.
Yeah, because the water has to come to it.
See, that is the quality of the nature. Tree is not an individual. You are also not an individual. That is the tendency of the entire nature. See, it totally depends upon your ego. Ego means A human being has got two things. One is discrimination power on the one side, and the other side is ego. Ego, all these plants are what they don't have any ego, but they don't have any discrimination power. Animals, creatures, they don't have any discrimination power, but there is no ego. But human being is having two things: ego and discrimination power. If you don't utilize the discrimination power and do your effort to go higher up, you will be less than these animals. Because the karma is nothing but ego only. The rest of the living beings, they are not living with ego, but they don't have any discrimination power. Whereas we are having both. You utilize your ego by using discrimination power. Then only you will reach the higher levels. Is it not? Vijja vihina pasubhi samanaha. If I tell the scriptures, there are so many things. Ahar nidra bhayamaidhara. Ani samanyametat pasubhir naranam jnanam naranam adhiko vishesho jnanena hina pasubhi samanaha. See, taking food, getting sleep, and getting fear, and getting indulged in sex to give offerings, they are common to all living beings. But jnanam naranam adhiko vishesho, for the human beings, there is something separate, that is discrimination power. Jnanene henaha pasubhi samanaha is equal to animal. Utilize that. Okay. Eyes up. Are you doing anything? So have you ever read our videos? Okay, then only you're asking like that. Oh, okay.
More or less, they're telling differently.
See,
They're not saying this.
see, eyes are very important for this human effort, for doing this pranayama to go higher up. So eyes are the doors of heaven. Without looking upwards, you cannot go higher up. Without looking upwards, you cannot never. That's why I always condemn all these people who are closing your eyes doing something. If you close your eyes, your mind will open. And another thing is, your respiration will go down. You need not do pranayama. Simply look upwards like this for 5 to 10 minutes. Your respirations will be going upwards. Little. Yes, respirations will be slowed down. But the thing is that itself is not sufficient. You have to churn your life force, do pranayama, and look, your eyes gaze should be upward. Then all these put together, your mind, life force, and the eyes, they will be combined here at this. That is called concentration. Concentration means not simply not allowing your brain and combining all these thoughts or worldly thoughts at one's place. That's not concentration. That is just like this muddy water, There is a muddy water. If you don't allow it to move, want to become still, this still muddy water is of no use. Still muddy water is of no use. You have to remove the mud. What is that mud? Your karma or previous births and the kafam, what all you say, all these are studied in your body, in your brain. So all this mud, that mud has to be removed by what? Yes.
How do you stop that? How do you stay those mental thoughts? I know that the
thought cycle comes, it's natural.
Yes.
Here, human being.
That is what I am telling, what I am explaining. See, I will tell you. When you are funking, when you are wavering, how your respirations look like? No. You observe a person. He is very panicky, very funky, and how his respirations will be? It will be very fast. So you have to admit that there is a direct relationship between your mind and the respirations. Is it not? Do you admit or not? When a person is panicky or wavering, his respirations will be very speedy. If you want to control these respirations, catch out of the prana shakti. How to catch it? Not simply by holding, by doing hatha yoga or doing bandhas and all these things. You have to churn your life force, clean your nose, and take it upwards and allow it to become still here. Then only your mind becomes still. Your thoughts will be reduced. Not only reduced, ultimately you don't have any thought. Because you yourself are the original Brahman. So reducing thoughts only by going upward. That's why you have to do pranayama.
So all the good deeds and bad deeds has
Good and bad, say good and bad are belonging to this wakeful state only.
And that's again thinking.
You are experiencing only 1/3 of your life. Wakeful state, dreamful state, and deep sleep. There are 3 states you are experiencing. Among these 3 states, you are experiencing wakeful state and you are calling it as something good, something bad. What about the rest of the 2 states? This is only a momentary state of your consciousness, wakeful state. That is only a momentary state. Rest of the states also you are experiencing, but you are not minding them. But you are minding only what are the things you are doing in this wakeful state, you are calling it as good or bad. So good and bad are only your relative terms of the wakeful state, which itself is absurd. Is it not? You are doing karma, good or bad, in wakeful state only. You are thinking about these 2 states, all these good or bad karmas in wakeful state only. And you are experiencing all these bad effects or good effects of these karmas in wakeful state only. So all these things, doing karma and experience, all these are nothing but the state of, in the wakeful state only. But your real consciousness is something beyond wakeful state. That is your Atma, your soul. What is meant by soul? The basic consciousness, among which the mind is wavering. That is wavering. You simply stop your air currents, merge your mind into Atma, you will become soul as it is. Then you will become universal Paramatma.
Does soul has a mind? Or soul is soul? Soul is completely
So see, everybody thinks that soul is mind. Mind is coming from the soul. First thing, soul and mind are not same. Soul is an universal energy that is a part of this universal Paramatma. When your respirations are coming downwards, it will be formed into mind in the form of thoughts. So if you want to control the thoughts, you have to catch out of the respirations and merge in here. Then you will become Paramatma.
Actually,
There won't be any individual soul there.
English has no words for some of these concepts. For example, Atma, what is Manasu? In Telugu, if you say Manasu,
Manas.
there is nothing like to convert that in English. There is no word. Same like Atma. You say Atma,
Atma means
there is no.
see,
Soul is I don't think it's correct. There can be no reflection of what the scriptures say.
How can you just transmit your positive thoughts, positive energy, Okay, from soul to soul.
That is what I am telling. See, transmitting energy is nothing but first you are not going to transmit anybody. You are simply explaining how to increase his own energy. Yes, you can need not transfer anything.
You don't need to transfer.
See,
Focus on yourself. That's it.
So you talk about this instance you can transmit and somebody will. Is that what you
that is all things. See, observations only.
Only spiritual connection.
Spiritual connection is there. See, spiritual connection is the electricity is there.
Now there is a spiritual
Yes.
connection.
There is a universal connection.
That's what I'm just getting what you are saying. I'm just interpreting it. So control yourself inside your soul.
See, here, don't depend upon the transmission of other people.
Or external.
Yeah, from external. Simply increasing your energy, but the means and method, the great people, learned people will tell you how to increase your energy. Don't try to get any package from the others. They will guide, they will teach you. Most of the people are like thinking like that. So they will get how to get energy from others. Energy is there. Energy is there. Only thing is you have to increase energy within yourself. But they will tell the method. But while increasing also, you will feel that he is transmitting energy. That is also there.
But sometimes what happens is that we call it the telepathy. That person, that person thinks the same thing.
These are all mismanagement words. These are all absurd. See, everything is totally based on energy. First thing, it should be scientifically proved. The proof is within yourself by catching hold of your respirations.
you practice it, then you will have no questions.
Naturally, before starting, they will have.
You are trying to get to, but there is telepathy there.
Say, I will tell you telepathy, when the energy is there, higher energy is there, naturally the lower energy will be under the control of the higher energy. The higher energy can understand the lower energy.
It attracted me to come here,
but
not knowing you. Only person I knew was Gautam, and that's about it. But it attracted me to come here for this reason. That is ultimately, you call it telepathy, you call it whatever, I call it the energy.
No, there is what I'm saying.
These are all unscientific words. Unscientific words. These are all unscientific words. People who don't want to any effort, they will simply rely upon others. Rely upon us. Why do you rely upon? They will tell the people. Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprasena sevaya upadekshanta tejnana janana tatadarshana. In 4th chapter Bhagavad-Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says, whatever you want to get it, go to a guru, learned guru, prostrate before him, serve him, and he is sound with both theory and practical. Both those persons who are sound with the theory and practical, you approach him, they will tell the correct method. Nahi jnanena sadrusam pavitram hemijyate tat sayam yogasam siddha kalena atmana vidyate. Next stanza, Sri Krishna says, there is nothing equal and parallel to jnanam or knowledge or wisdom. That should be known only by yogam only. That yogam should be learned from a teacher, guru. That is the correct way of learning things. No, don't try to upon all these pathis, these thought readings and all these things. Transmission. There is no transmission. Transmission within self and only, not from outside. All right. What is the time? What happened? What is the time? How much time?
10 minutes before 4.
How, at what time you started? 1.5 hour. So this is too much also. But so at the timing we will close this session. If there is any other further question, okay, you are convinced. What all you have put forth your questions, you got your answers. Okay, we will close this session. Okay, Om. Ayena margena mahim mahisha go brahminebhyas subhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhno bhavantu om sarve sukhna santu sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pasyanta ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet om sahna bhavatu sahno bhunuktu sahaviryam karvavahe tejasvina vadhetamastama drishavahai om shanti